Hello again, everyone. Marcus here. I review stuff. Today, I'm reviewing the song Pattern by The Last Shadow Puppets. Of course, this song comes as a request, so as always, if you would like to request something, please leave it in the comments and I'll be sure to get to it. So, I've heard like 2, maybe 3 songs from The Last Shadow Puppets so far. I've been really enjoying their music, so I actually really get excited every time they come back up. So, very excited to hear this one. You know, as a big fan of Arctic Monkeys, it's a no-brainer that I would eventually check out this artist because it does have Alex Turner in it. So, very excited. Let's go ahead and give it a listen. Again, this is Pattern by The Last Shadow Puppets. Here we go.
But we all know that dance. To those old boots, remember the step. And I slip and I slide like a spider on an icicle, frozen in time. It's a trick of the light. I got a girl round the corner still, trying to change my mind. To me to try to go to sleep. Wonder whether I broke your ears when old Dr. Dusk comes to call for me. Midnight I'm like a specialty. She'll out-muscle me, certainly in the end. Midnight has got the hots for me, and I'm about to be funky.
that was really enjoyable. I like that a whole lot. The guitar work, I think, was fantastic. The extra strings in there made it that much more enjoyable. The singing vocal style, I think, was also very enjoyable. Just overall, a very solid song. I really like this one. It didn't really excite me as much as some of the other music I've heard from the last Shadow Puppets, but I will say this was still a very enjoyable listen, and I definitely want it on my playlist. So let's break the song down further, of course, starting with the lyrics. So let's see. Pattern is the 10th track on the last Shadow Puppets' groundbreaking 2016 album. The song features Miles Kane beautifully singing artfully written lyrics by him and Alex Turner, accompanied by Turner's own exquisite backing vocals. Owen Pallett is responsible for the breathtaking orchestral arrangements. I did like the orchestral arrangements, I will say, that tie together this incredible song. The track is widely regarded as a genre-defining work of art and is a testament to Kane and Turner's unparalleled songwriting ability. Producer and drummer James Ford and bass player Zach Dawes, whose stunning bass lines are tragically underrated, also deserve endless praise for their role in this truly incredible song. Many who have listened to the song say they experience chills when they hear it. I myself am in tears having just listened to it. So there's a good reason this song bio was interviewed. A lot of opinion here, which is fine. But yeah, a lot of truth in it as well. So all right, let's take a look at it. So verse 1, Miles Kane. Come down, tapping on the glass as I lock the passenger door. Somehow it got in the back. Now I can't relax anymore. Last night got a hold of me. I can't wrestle free from my head. Sunlight banging on the wall, begging me for more promises. And I slip and I slide like a spider on an icicle, frozen in time. It's a trick of the light. I got a girl around the corner still trying to change my mind. And never in my wildest dreams has it occurred to me to try to go to sleep. Wonder whether I'll grow curious when old Dr. Dusk comes to call for me. Midnight, I'm like her specialty. She'll outmuscle me certainly in the end. Midnight has got the hots for me, and I'm about to be born again. Not really entirely sure what's going on in this song so far lyrically. I think there's a lot of like little lines coming at you that I feel are hard to sort of put together, like a bunch of puzzle pieces being dumped in front of you, and you're like, okay, what's going on here? So really interested, but let's keep reading. Love hearts heavy in her hands. Oh no, not again. Your regrets, rough start, but we all know that dance. Do those old boots remember the steps? And I slip and I slide like a spider on an icicle, frozen in time. It's a trick of the light. I got a girl around the corner still trying to change my mind, and never in my wildest dreams has it occurred to me to try to go to sleep. Wonder whether I'll grow curious when old Dr. Dusk comes to call for me. Midnight, I'm like her specialty. She'll outmuscle me certainly. In the end, Midnight has got the hots for me, and I'm about to be born again. So if I did have to kind of think of a meaning for this, I would probably say it's about being lonely at night and therefore falling back into like old habits, especially being with someone who may not be the best person for you. That's kind of what I'm getting out of it, right? Because he says like Midnight has got the hots for me and I'm about to be born again, and right, Midnight, I'm like her specialty, she'll outmuscle me certainly. So it's like, when the sun goes down, and when old Dr. Dusk comes to call for me. So once the sun goes down, once he's kind of alone with his thoughts at home, of course they lead to this woman who is expecting just that, for him to kind of fall back into her lap. And so I think that's kind of the meaning, the message I take away from this one. So I thought it was pretty interesting. Like I said, a lot kind of comes at you. It almost feels like, again, dropping sort of a bunch of puzzle pieces in front of you and having you figure it out lyrically. But I liked it a lot. So lyrically, 2 big thumbs up. As far as the instrumentation goes, like I said, really liked the guitar work throughout. Was very groovy, easy to listen to. I think the orchestral arrangement, the strings, I think were fantastic. Definitely added a nice just element to the song that, again, I think made it just a little bit that much more groovy, catchy, and enjoyable to listen to. I think the vocal performance from Miles Kane and then, of course, Alex Turner was very solid. Really matched well with what they were doing instrumentally. I agree with the person posted in the bio, the bass lines I think were very good here as well. So overall, a fantastic song, very enjoyable to listen to, very groovy, and just like a lot of fun to hear. So I give it 2 thumbs up instrumentally and vocally as well. And then as far as replay value goes, like I said, I want this one on my playlist. It was just easy to listen to. It was a fun listen. The instrumentation I think was very enjoyable vocal performance. And then of course some lyrics to kind of think about and ruminate on. I just think it was a good song. So 2 thumbs up across the board. Thank you so much for whoever requested this one. I think it was a good request. So as always, if you would like to request something, please leave it in the comments and I'll be sure to get to it. If you enjoyed the music as much as I did, of course, go support the artists, go listen to their music wherever you can. And one place you might be able to find this song is going to be in my Spotify playlist. I only say might because I know Spotify does not have all of the Last Shadow Puppets on their catalog, so this one might be in there, it might not, but otherwise, go check out the Spotify playlist. It has almost every single song I've heard on my channel so far. Of course, if you want to support me, just all the normal stuff you do on YouTube, like and subscribe and comment. Alright guys, that's going to be it for me. Hope to see you on the next one. Bye for now.